Good evening, you guys. So, it is later in the evening because, obviously, because we all know that, especially on Thursdays and Fridays, the vlog gets started very late in the evening. Because Chris and I,
Hi.
we're lazy. We're lazy motherfuckers. Hi. But basically, we came home from work and Chris immediately had to start editing the vlog, obviously, but the vlog actually gave us quite an issue with getting the footage onto the computer and then getting the footage to get into our editing program to also exporting. It was just all kind of a big mess because the computer didn't want to take the footage off of Chris's camera, or off of Chris's phone that we'd filmed on his phone when we didn't have the camera and when the camera had died. So it was having a hard time getting it onto the computer, and then the editing program we used didn't want to, take it. It didn't want to, import it. And then at one point we thought the most important clip, or in my mind, what was the most important clip? The clip of us actually looking at the car. We thought that had gotten corrupted. Luckily it didn't. That was a little bit of a heart attack for 2 seconds. But yesterday's vlog is uploaded and everything else. So that is super exciting. Super duper exciting, actually. And yeah. And Chris and I are kind of lightweight freaking out a little bit about the prospect of being adults. Right, babe? Flail. Yes. The thought of this is kind of causing me a lot of anxiety. Logically, I know that this would be absolutely wonderful for us. First, this family is barely functioning with one car. Literally my entire childhood, we had 2 cars. It's not until my dad passed away that we went down to 1 car. And really, the only reason we went down to 1 car is because I don't drive, so it was just my mother, and for a good 4 to 5 months after my dad passed away, it was just my mother and I, so we only needed the 1 car. And then my brother and my cousin moved in, and my brother had his car. And yeah, so we didn't need my dad's car, and we left my dad's car sitting for so long that it just... So we had to get rid of it, and then when my brother moved out, he took his car, my cousin's car broke down, and then all of a sudden we were down to 1 car, and it was like, oh, okay. And for a long time we functioned that way because my cousin was working full-time, and Chris and I were either not working at all, or we were working part-time where we would be only working maybe 4-hour shifts 3 days a week, or, something like that. Or Chris was working right down the street, or whatever. So, yeah. So for a while, the 1 car thing worked, but now that we are all sitting here working full-time with all sorts of different hours, it's just kind of becoming more of a hassle than it's kind of worth. We're spending more money in gas than, it's really necessary, and we're putting so much wear and tear on the poor car that it's ridiculous. So, logically, I know it's a good idea. Logically, I know that we could do it. It would be rough, but we could do it. It actually wouldn't even be that rough. It would just basically... Because right now, we're actually kind of cushy right now by our standards. because, like I said, Chris and I are used to working part-time jobs for $8 an hour, and now both of us are working full-time at way more than that. So right now we're in a way better position than we were even a year ago. So right now we're actually kind of, like I said, we're kind of cushy for what we're used to. So basically us getting the car would just kind of bring us back down to where we aren't as frivolously spending, which I know it's a good thing almost to treat yourself, but we get away with doing a lot more than that a lot of the time, just because we have more funds than we kind of know what to do with a lot of the time. So we end up doing stupid things with it, like going out and buying racing wheels and $100 worth of Lush. So I know that it's something that we can do, like logically it's something we could do, but inside I'm like, this is a huge step. It's a huge step not only in our relationship, but it's a huge step in, like, our adultiness. And it's also a huge step just for my family, because nobody in my family has bought a new car. And yes, the car we are looking at is technically, like a model year old, because obviously we're at the end of 2015. 2016 cars have been out for like half a year now, whatever. And yeah, so yeah, we're technically buying like a previous model year, but we're still buying a new car. So yeah, I'm just kind of freaking out a little bit. And Mom's yelling at me because it's dinner time, so meh. And now, after delicious pasta and watching YouTube for a little bit longer, it is time for bed. Bed?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, most of this vlog was just me going, we might get a car. Because that is my life. Yes. It's freaking me out, guys. Freaking me out. But anyway, if you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because we put out new videos every single day. And like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. All the links in the description below. We'll see you guys tomorrow as always. Bye-bye.
Later, guys.